Hi, you're on Bible Answers.
Hi, Pastor. I would very much like to hear your comments on some words of Jesus Christ, which seems as if it flies right in the face of many church-going people. I'd like to hear your comments on it. It's in Matthew 23, verse 9, where Jesus says, "And do not call anyone on earth Father, but you have one Father, and He is in heaven." I'd just like to hear your comments on that. And I'm going to hang up and listen to you on TV. Thanks.
What verse? Matthew 23 what?
Verse 9.
23:9. Yep, thank you. I'll deal with that. Thank you very much. All right. Let's go ahead and get the context. I love these questions that are very textual. When I say at the beginning of the program, if you have a textual question, a topical question, a practical question, this is a textual question. What does Matthew 23:9 mean? Boy, I appreciate that. All right, let's see exactly what is being said here. He actually is giving a warning about the scribes and Pharisees. Before we get to verse 9, let me go ahead and read to you the chapter. This is Matthew chapter 23. Then spake Jesus unto the multitude and to the disciples, saying, The scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore, whosoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. But do not after their works, for they say and do not. Now he's talking about these religious leaders, the scribes and the Pharisees. Now he goes on to explain what's wrong with them. They bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne. They lay on them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries, and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms of the feasts and the chief seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. But be not called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Christ. And all ye are brethren. Call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father which is in heaven. Neither be called masters, for one is your master, even Christ. He that is greatest among you shall be your servant, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Now, this is an interesting thing. So, Jesus is taking a shot at religious establishment, and the religious establishment then is the same as it is now. There are plenty of religious folks that love the titles and the pomp and circumstance. Oh, call me Reverend, the right and holy Reverend. Show me this deference because I am clergy and you are laity. Jesus in Revelation tells us that he hates the deeds of the Nicolaitans, the ones that are against the laity. It's the clergy versus laity. Jesus, excuse me, hates that kind of division. Now this goes right into what we were talking about the priest idea, the fact that there's still an intercessor. No, there's not. Jesus paid for it on the cross. It's all done. We can go right to him. So we shouldn't call someone master. The Eastern tradition would call somebody master. We shouldn't do that. because God is our master. We don't put one man over the other. Can we call him pastor? Yeah. A pastor is our shepherd, but he's an under shepherd anyway. We call him father. As an intercessor. No. Why? Because we have one father already. The idea here is that in religion, we clergy sometimes can get pretty cocky. I represent God, and you need to get under me, because I can tell you exactly what God wants, because God and I, we got something going on. Of course, you guys, you and God don't have it nearly as close as me and God, so you got to come to me. And that's that clergy-laity separation, and that's what Jesus really is kind of at war with in this passage. And so I hope that helps you. Look at, and when it comes to a pastor and people, we're all sinners saved by grace.